a change of venue. Okay. I wanted to share my red suit with you guys tonight. I definitely have been the lady in red tonight. And do I love this suit? I like this suit. When I bought it, I loved it. And the pant, I'm just not sure. These pants are pleaty, palazzo type pants. I just don't know if I think they're flattering. I don't think they look necessarily bad. The coat, I think the coat is maybe a little big in the shoulders, and I know the sleeves are a little long. Now, I will say I've lost weight since I first bought this coat, and the coat used to like fit. Like when I buttoned it, it was like, but I had to suck in. And so, therefore, with the fact that the coat isn't as tight on me now, I'm guessing that's why the sleeves are long, because I've got room for it to kind of just fall. But this is a polyester satin suit, okay? It's not the real silk. I do have a couple of pieces upstairs. I found them when I was cleaning some stuff out. I had some Ralph Lauren beautiful eggplant color blouse and a skirt that are silk, and they are it's beautiful. This is just polyester, and this is an Antonio Melani from Dillard's, and I guess I haven't worn this because I never had found a blouse that I liked with it, and I put this blouse with it. This is new. This is a CC, and it's got a little notch on the side, so it can be worn out, but I felt like I definitely needed definition with this because of the pleaty stuff here, okay? Now, these pants originally had a waistband, and I had it taken off, and I had them take these up in the hips. Bottom line, these pants were not made for me, for this body type. But, you know, sometimes you see something and you're just like, oh gosh, I sure do love that red. And I did see this I think it was last year, and I just was like, oh, I love that red. And Antonio Melani is great making, I think he is one of the Dillards. I think, you know, they name all these lines like, what is it? Something Marie, and they're all family members. But the Antonio Melani line often has varied colors of dresses and separates in the polyester silk. I know they had one that was like a tangerine color, and I just was like, oh God, I love that. I have a dress upstairs that is an Antonio Melani that is pale pink and kind of a chartreuse green that I bought. And when I bought it, it was a little tight on me, and it fits great now. I've got a wedding I'm going to in the spring that I'll probably wear that too. We had fun tonight. Grumpy got better. He just does too much work at the lake, and I think sometimes, I know he's glad to get home, but at the same time, he's tired. And I was ready to go, but the table was great. I mean, Ken and Trisha, we loved spending time with them, and Suzanne sat across. I didn't get to talk to her as much as I wanted to, but she sat next to Mark Ramsey, and then Vince sat at the end. But then he moved over and sat across from Ken and next to Suzanne. This is Suzanne Feltz, who lives here, not my Suzanne, who lives in Maryville. But the dinner was great at Sidetrack, and it always is great. And I had a good cup of coffee before I left, and somebody said, aren't you worried that you're going to be awake all night? I said, honey, it's like popping an Adderall. for an ADHD to drink a cup of coffee. It's like, you know, a stimulant. But anyway, we had fun, and I felt I liked what I was wearing. I liked the way it turned out. Now I did have this cute scarf. I had it fixed so that it was in my little, you know, breast pocket here, but I took it out for this because it kind of, as I told you in my original video when we were getting ready to leave, I kind of felt like I had an extra extension on my left breast. But anyway, so Antonio Melani, this is a CC blouse, and like I said, it can be worn in or out, and I even thought about putting a belt with this. I just didn't want to fool with it because I had all this up here. You know, my mother always used to say, remove one thing, you know, and I did. The boots are Dorothy boots. They are Betsy Johnson booties, and they are actually, and Jeannie, I know what you're thinking, these are actually pretty comfortable. I love the heel on these. These have a great heel. She is not making this heel anymore in her boots. Her heels that I have seen, I may be wrong, I may be missing them, have been that higher heel. These are such a comfortable heel. Now, I mean, you know, you're dealing with a pointed toe, which is one thing. And then when you're dealing with a higher heel than what you like, this just was comfortable. I actually put on my leopard, some leopard like Mary Jane's hair, leopard hair with this, because I thought, if I didn't have this print here, I may have done leopard and a leopard belt if I just had maybe a white shirt or something. But I wanted to carry the theme through, you know, for Valentine's. And I carried my cute little lip purse, which really goes great with these booties. And these, as I said, are Betsy Johnson. So, Beth, I tried calling you 2 or 3 times. Maybe we can talk tomorrow. Taylor Dinsmore, how are you? But anyway, so big jewelry tonight. You know, this is it's heavier. Trisha said, is it heavy? And I said, it is heavy, but it didn't bother me at all. And had the matching earrings. And Jania, the hair is great. I'm loving it. And I just look so much better with eye makeup on. I mean, I'm self-analyzing, which I do far too often. But I mean, I look at myself and I look at pictures, and I feel like I definitely need to darken the eyebrows and do, you know, the eyeliner, because it just looks better. It just looks better, and I know that. Not getting any younger. But I'm trying to think of anything that I found out tonight. We had some funny conversations tonight. I actually drank a margarita tonight. And y'all know I don't drink, but this is the second time I've been to Sidetrack where I've had a drink. It was not as good as the Lawton Rita. Now, Lawton, when you hear this, don't get mad at me. I just like, I feel like maybe, I don't know what you put that's in the Sidetrack Rita that's different. I know they are different, but I added some more fresh lime to my drink tonight, and it was good. I don't know if y'all, I know I'm doing this. I need to stop. I'm sure it has triple sec in it. I don't know. I'd have to look at the recipe, but anyway. But we had a great meal. And, of course, I had chicken piccata and garlic mashed potatoes and some little carrots. I ate every bit of my piccata, which shocked everybody at the table. They're like, are you going to eat all that? And I said, yeah, I think I am. I'm going to make myself eat. It was good. I didn't have a lot of the mashed potatoes, but they were good. And the carrots, they were just, I didn't get all that stuff on top of them. Vince and I like just the carrots without all the seasoning and everything on them, because I never know how seasoning is going to affect my stomach. So I'm just kind of careful. I hope y'all have had a happy Valentine's Day. I'll take the coat off in a second and let you see the blouse. The blouse is really pretty. And like I said, it's a CC. It is not an expensive blouse. It's just a polyester crepe blouse. And I like the colors in it with this suit. And I love the cuffs. I guess I could treat it more of a business-like suit and do a more sophisticated blouse with this, but it's Valentine's Day. So I did it like I wanted to do it. So I'm going to try to be really careful. So this is without the jacket. So here it is without the jacket. And yes, I did this funky little tuck-in thing that everybody does. I still am scratching my head about this one, but when I tucked it in all the way and I tried it that way, I felt like I needed a belt. And like I said, I didn't want to wear the belt that I had picked out because it was like a chain belt that I wore the other night with something else. And I thought it was too much stuff with this jewelry. So I just chose to do this. And the pants do fit well now. I think it was Alteration Queen did these last year and hemmed them up. And I think the length is okay. I think they're good. I think they're okay. But I like this blouse. It was very inexpensive. Very inexpensive. And it's funny because I don't know if these are supposed to be 3/4 length sleeves, because honestly, the sleeves are almost short. So I'm guessing they're supposed to be 3/4, kind of just right around here. So that's it. V-Day 2026 is a wrap. And y'all aren't going to have to endure any more of my Valentine's ensembles at this point. But I hope you've had a nice day and that you've been able to share it with yourself and enjoy yourself and your day, or share it with someone else. And I think I'm going to get comfortable. Not that I'm uncomfortable now, but I'm put on my pre-bed clothes and take the boots off before I start regretting that I put them on in the first place. And that's all. I don't know anything else. Thanks for tuning in. And I hope that tomorrow's going to be rainy. So, just, I guess, get caught up on one of your streaming services. That's probably what I'm going to do. And then you got Monday, which is a holiday. So, all right. Love y'all. Thanks. Beth, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Taylor, take care. It's good seeing you on here. Bye.